In the early 2010, when the world was just beginning to understand the potential of Bitcoin, Amit Bhardwaj, an Indian businessman who ran Gain Bitcoin miners, saw an opportunity. Not just in crypto, but in the weaknesses of those who desired it. His company, Gain Bitcoin, offered a stunning proposition. Invest in Bitcoin mining contracts and earn a guaranteed 10% monthly profit. 10% every single month. It was a dream for the millions who poured in their hard-earned money. But that dream, it quickly became a nightmare. Behind the scenes, Gain Bitcoin was nothing but a classic Ponzi scheme.
उसका भाई विवेक भारद्वाज भी पुलिस की गिरफ्त में आया है। पुलिस के मुताबिक अमित पिछले 1.5 से 2 साल तक गेन बिटकॉइन नाम से फर्जी कंपनी चला रहा था।
A house of cards built on the false promise of never-ending profits. New investors' money was funneled in to pay off the older ones, creating the illusion of success. As the word spread, thousands more were seduced by Bhardwaj's charm and the promise of an easy fortune. But by 2017, the empire was crumbling. As Bitcoin's value skyrocketed, investors began demanding returns. But there was one catch. Bhardwaj didn't have enough Bitcoin to pay them all. He was running out of money and fast. The castle of crypto cards collapsed. What was meant to be a revolution in decentralized finance became the playground for deception on a massive scale. Investors lost millions. Some lost their entire life savings. Their dreams shattered by the cold realization that they had been duped. For every tale of wealth and success in the cryptocurrency world, there are countless others. Stories that never see the light of day. Behind the screens, beyond the blockchain, lies a dark underworld. It's a world where anonymity reigns supreme, and with it, danger. Ransomware attacks demanding Bitcoin payments, dark web marketplaces, trading everything from illegal weapons to human lives, Ponzi schemes, frauds, hacks. Crypto isn't just the currency of the future. It's the lifeblood of an underworld we are only beginning to uncover.
How many people know what Bitcoin is? The cryptocurrency, the money that is programmed and can be programmed. Jay Yerkes is going to tell us about it. Come on up, Jay.
Hi, everyone. Today I'm going to be talking about why Bitcoin is the most important invention since the internet. For the first time ever, we have the ability to send any amount of money to anyone, anywhere in the world for free.
It felt like the dawn of a new age. Suddenly money, control and freedom weren't controlled by governments or banks. Nope, this was different. Let me tell you a short story. Eric Friedman was just 12 years old when he made a bet with his parents. If he became a millionaire before turning 18, they wouldn't force him to go to college. And as a strategy, Bitcoin. In 2011, when most people hadn't even heard of it, he bought $1,000 worth of Bitcoin, back when it was worth just a few dollars per coin. By 2017, that $1,000 had turned into over $1 million. He didn't just win the bet, he became one of the youngest Bitcoin millionaires, and as a story, it spread like wildfire. Bitcoin, they call it the future. Decentralized, borderless, limitless. And it wasn't just some niche internet currency. No, this was supposed to be the golden ticket. The one thing that would change our lives overnight. I mean, it was hard not to get swept up in it. Suddenly you couldn't turn on the TV or scroll to social media without hearing stories like Eric's. Overnight success stories of people who had struck gold with Bitcoin. There were others too. People who put their entire life savings into Bitcoin when it was practically worthless. The next thing you know, they are millionaires, buying Lamborghinis like they're packs of gum. Crypto bros flaunting their wealth, throwing parties, booking private jets. It was everywhere. It felt like everyone was getting rich. Except you. It wasn't just a financial move. It became an obsession. Forums exploded with tips on the next big coin. Crypto influencers were pumping out content like they were handing out golden tickets. And the buzz, it was contagious. But deep down, something didn't quite sit right. Then the doubts started creeping in. What if this was just another illusion? A fantasy cooked up to prey on our hunger for something bigger. Something that promised freedom from the old system. Behind that shiny promise of instant wealth, there was something off. And it hit me hard. What if we were all being played? What if behind the slick marketing and the get-rich-quick stories, there was nothing more than a house of cards? Think about it. Anonymity, no regulations, no middlemen. The very things that made it so appealing were the same things that opened the door to something way more dangerous. I remember the moment I realized it. The charts, the portfolios, the excitement. It didn't add up anymore. I really thought my life was going to change, like millions of others. We all thought we were standing on the edge of something monumental. But then, as the chaos started unfolding, as the prices dipped, as the scams were exposed, the truth was staring us in the face. This wasn't the revolution we were promised. The story of Gain Bitcoin was just one part, a small ripple in a much larger ocean of deception. But this ripple didn't stay confined to the shores of India. It spread fast and far, touching nearly every corner of the globe. The decentralized, unregulated world of cryptocurrency, once hailed as the dawn of a new financial future, soon became the perfect playground for fraudsters. They promised outlandish returns, exploited the technical complexities of cryptocurrency, and hid behind the anonymity of the blockchain.
I hope we all can accept the following statement as truth. If you actually understand blockchain, it's really hard to wrap your head around how Russia, China, and America are going to accept and allow this to happen.
The global pattern was chilling. Investors, seduced by dreams of effortless wealth, found themselves ensnared in webs of deceit. Bhardwaj wasn't alone. He was a part of a larger, darker phenomenon. Across continents, the dream of cryptocurrency had become frightening for many. A global epidemic of greed and deception. But what about the victims, the people who lost everything?
The FBI says it is one of the fastest growing scams out there, one that tricked Americans out of more than $1 billion last year. We're talking about cryptocurrency fraud, and one local man says it destroyed his life.
To the next level, if you come up with $50,000, then we can put in, then you can make some higher trades, make more money.
Next to a warning from the FBI about cyber criminals who are stealing money through fraudulent cryptocurrency sites.
The money had, doubled and then was tripling. So then we thought, wow, this is great, let's invest more.
These aren't just stories on a screen. This is life. Real people, family, dreams. They were drawn in by the promise of financial freedom, only to watch everything they had disappear overnight. It didn't matter who you were, a retired school teacher, an ambitious young professional, or a single mother trying to build a future for her children. The dream was the same for everyone, a better life. But for many, that dream became a nightmare. For some, it was more than just the loss of money. It was the loss of something deeper. Trust, hope, faith in a brighter future. And with that loss came something darker. Anxiety, depression, even thoughts of ending it all. For them, this wasn't just a scam. It was the end of a dream they once thought was within reach. This is not just a financial loss. It's a human tragedy. And the true cost, it's still being counted. But why am I talking about these scams? These victims?
I'm not stealing, it's illegal.
All these people are buying tokens thinking it's something and it's not, right? So they're selling them something that's actually not real.
No, it's real. They get their tokens.
But the people that are investing and buying the tokens don't know that their money is going to disappear, right? They're going to lose money.
It's a gamble and they lost.
You might be thinking I'm being overly critical about cryptocurrency. After all, aren't there countless stories of success? People earning millions, quitting their 9-to-5 jobs, making a living off the very thing I'm painting in such a dark light? And you're right. There are those who have turned early investments into fortunes. People who took risks and came out on top. Stories of Bitcoin millionaires flood social media, showing off luxury cars, extravagant vacations, and the promise of financial freedom. The media glorifies the success stories. But here's the thing. What about the other side of the coin? Let's be clear. Losing money isn't unique to cryptocurrency. It happens everywhere. Stock markets crash.
What the heck is going on down here?
Businesses fail, and the traditional traders go broke. People gamble their fortunes on stocks, real estate, forex trading, and many lose everything. So why is cryptocurrency often singled out? Why is it demonized as if it's the only place where people get hurt? The truth is, crypto represents something far more profound than just another investment vehicle. Unlike the stock market or your average bank account, cryptocurrency is decentralized. It's not controlled by governments, not regulated by banks, not beholden to any centralized authority. And that's the whole bloody point. For the first time in history, people have something in their hands that's largely under their control. No middlemen, no oversight committees, no banks taking a cut. It's a form of freedom that the old financial systems have never offered. It gives power back to the people, letting them manage their money on their terms, without interference from corporations or government. And that's why so many people are drawn to it. It's liberation from a system that many feel is rigged against them. But here's the issue. With freedom comes responsibility, and with the removal of centralized control comes the removal of protection. When you're in control, there's no safety net, no government guarantees. If something goes wrong, if you are scammed, if a wallet is hacked, if a fraudulent ICO runs off with your money, there's no one to turn to, no authority to step in. It's you, alone. And that's where the danger lies. The same decentralization that offers freedom also opens the door to a wild, unregulated world where deception thrives. Without oversight, fraudsters find their way in. And while some use crypto to build their future, others use it to prey on the dreams and vulnerabilities of others. It's a double-edged sword. I'm not here to vilify cryptocurrency. It's not about calling every investor reckless or every success story fraudulent. Crypto at its core has the potential to revolutionize the way we think about money, to decentralize power in a way that traditional finance never could. But it's also a space where extreme caution is needed, where the very freedoms we celebrate can turn into the vulnerabilities that lead to disaster. This documentary isn't an attack on crypto. It's a call to look deeper, because while many are making millions, there are countless others losing everything. The stories of success are loud and enticing, but beneath that noise, there's a sea of untold stories, of shattered dreams, of lives torn apart. And that's the side of cryptocurrency revolution we can't afford to ignore.